That's his whole shtick, though. He's very oblivious to normal
I hate it. I hate
teenage
it.
stuff.
Would he classify as a himbo then? I don't even know. Am I using that word right?
What?
Just like an attractive dumb guy.
Fucking Simba? What?
No.
I've never heard. I don't think I've heard that before.
Okay, I guess I'm the only one who's heard this word before.
His face.
Okay.
Fucking hippo, bro.
You could tell it was funny for Yusuf because you could see his forehead vein.
Eat fresh, read fresh.
What are you doing down there, dog?
Have the meat.
You
Yeah, I think you're good.
spazzing over
Oh, you're
how
fine.
kawaii the Reaper
Yeah,
princess
dude,
is.
this show's got me fucking flying away right now. Let's fucking go.
Yeah, you're live.
Yeah, yep.
But
Yeah,
what
that-
show
that-
are we talking
That
about?
fucking logo pops, dude. Holy shit.
What logo?
For the anime.
Just the logo for the anime, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's very
It does.
bright.
Holy shit.
Dude, the outro that you did, Trev, dude, it was actually really good. The music fit really well. It was a good song.
Yeah. I only listened to like a couple, so I was like, all right, just only pick one.
Yeah.
And yeah, it just turned out good.
Hi, Josh.
But what are we talking about today, Josh?
Superheroes, but not
Yeah, which
Marvel,
Marvel?
this time. We're not talking about Spider-Man again, even though it's still such a good movie. We're talking about Love After World Domination, which is an anime we started. What? You're already shaking your head, man.
Well,
I didn't even get to the
We talk
title
about
yet.
anime?
I'm not shaking my head about you. I'm shaking my head about the fucking anime.
Yeah, so we just started this. It's our first episode of this anime, and it's a romance anime of this episode. So fasten your seatbelts. It sounds like we've got some mixed opinions on this one. I think it was pretty good.
Dude, Power
but we'll start
Rangers,
talking about it.
fighting force.
Can I just
Don't even get me fucking started right now on the fucking suits. I don't know how you guys want to start.
I have a question first for Josh. Is this the first romance anime you've ever watched?
Correct. And
That's
literally
why he
before
likes
we even started, exactly before you even joined, I
Mm-hmm.
saw the chat and I told Travis maybe it's because this is my first romance anime, but I really liked it.
Yeah.
So yeah, my standard or whatever
Yeah,
for romance
yeah,
animes
yeah.
is not high because it's
Okay.
non-existent. But at least right now, I'm enjoying.
Compared to Toradora, Love Chunbyo, Rent a Girlfriend, Bunny Girl Senpai, Kaguya-sama, this one fucking sucks, dude. This is bad.
I think that's
Are those all?
I think that's a really big mistake for this show to compare it to other like deeper like romance shows because
Okay,
the show
even-
is supposed
okay.
to be very silly.
Okay, so is fucking Kaguya-sama, and Kaguya-sama blows this one out of the water.
Which one is that?
Love is War.
Yeah, but this one's more over the top, you know, because of the whole
This
world
one's, like-
and like the whole Power Ranger shtick that they have going.
It's just not good.
Yeah, the show, I will say, it's like dummy funny. It's like
Not even.
it's funny, but there's so much other shit that I don't like about the show that I don't find it funny. Even though like any other person would probably find it funny, like the goofy shit they do in there, but it's just like there's too much other stuff. I'm like, I'm not
Well,
about this.
I have a question
was-
then for you two. Did you watch sub or dubbed?
Dubbed, like, because you recommended it.
And I watched it subbed.
Okay.
I watched it subbed.
Okay.
So we have two dubs, 2 subs. That's actually kind of good.
I gotta say the dub is very nice in my opinion.
Dub's pretty good.
That's what makes it funny to me. Like that's where I'm enjoying it because the voice actors definitely like go the extra mile to fit their role for their characters. Like the Reaper Princess, their voice actor is really good and fits very well with the character.
Dub is really good. About the comedy of the show, there's only one time in the show that I laughed out loud. But when I laughed
For
out
these
loud,
4 episodes.
But when I laughed out loud, I was literally in tears, rolling on the floor. I was laughing so hard. I was fucking crying. I was laughing so hard. But I don't think it was an intentionally funny moment. I was laughing because of how fucking stupid it was. So
Hey,
we'll get to that though.
It's all art, so it's all subjective, and you know. Your interpretation is valid no matter what.
Well, I mean, should we cover some of our first impressions of the show?
Okay, I'll go first. My first impressions were okay. This can be a generic, like 12 episode, boring romance anime. I've seen like 500 of these before, and then we had the whole strawberry gelato, pistachio gelato, blueberry. I was like, what the fuck am I watching?
Hey,
What
it's
is
not blueberry,
Dude,
it's soda.
soda
Yeah.
gelato? What
That's
flavor
even
is
more
that?
stupid, dude.
What flavor is soda, dude?
It's
Flavor
blue,
of peace
obviously.
or whatever,
Dude,
or courage or some shit,
Do
like,
right? Like,
raspberry or something.
it was so fucking cringe. I would have rather them just call them Power Rangers, dude.
Yeah,
And it's fine.
Gelato.
They're all fucking fruity, like fruity themed, right? In their Power Ranger suits. But the most annoying part every time they fucking transform, it's the dude they push the watch and they're like gelato. I'm like, what
Crazy,
the fuck
crazy
are we
Texan.
watching?
yeah. See, I think though that the show and the people who made it are very aware that they're basically doing as much as they have to not get like sued by the people who made Power Rangers or whatever. Because if you like paid attention later on when Red is like researching how to go on dates and stuff, the website they uses is like Gaggle
Well,
instead
yeah.
of Google
They
Every
or whatever.
every
do that in,
show
like,
So
does
it's
that.
like
they do that
yeah,
a lot.
So I think it's like very aware that they're like skirting the boundary between Power Rangers. It's like, how different do we have to make it to not get sued?
Probably not too much different. Like just calling it Gelato Forces was probably enough because it's very like copyright and trademarking is very weird. Like, do they own like skin tight suits? Do they own the copyright to that?
You can't copyright an idea. You can copyright a name.
Yeah. So
like,
if they called themselves Power Rangers, maybe then they'll get in some hot water.
like they probably could have called themselves the Power Fighters or something. Even like
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that would work too. But no, they went with the whole gelato theme because I'm assuming they're naming everyone after the fruits or the food or whatever. I don't know how the hell soda fits with
I
gelato,
don't
but
understand what flavor soda is.
so you
Is
have
it
what? You
lime?
have
Is
you
it
have you
cream?
have you have
Is it
strawberry, you have
blue flavor.
soda, you have lime, peach, and then pistachio. I was like, what the fuck
Dude.
is soda and pistachio doing?
Well, pistachio.
I'm sure there's
that's
some
the popular
flavor.
flavor.
Pistachio is my favorite gelato, but the dude is so fucking stupid.
Well, when he walked on screen, I was like, okay, every anime has to have their sad e-boy, like fucking, oh, I hate my life, but I'm gonna be a really good person.
It's time to show up.
Well, three of them are like adults, and then two of them are in high school.
Bro,
Yeah.
that pissed me off so much because we didn't know how old Fuya
Dude.
was. So in like episode 3, or when the interviewer was like, "Oh, so how does it feel to be a superhero and a high school student?" And I was like, "God damn it, he's in high school."
Yeah.
Fuck.
That
I
threw
thought he
me
was gonna
off.
be like a 25-year-old dude, like just being a superhero. I was like, "Okay, I actually like this character."
Fudo definitely doesn't look like he belongs in high school. And it's like him and the pink gelato girl. They're in the same high school, and it's like they're like night and day. Like she looks so goddamn young. She looks like
Yeah,
she's
she
in
looks like
like
she's
middle
12.
school. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's just the classic anime move. Just having a completely jacked character, just being in high school, just like in JoJo's.
Protagonist has to be in high school because they just have to be. But yeah, the show is the first impressions are like, yeah, okay, generic anime, and then as it kept getting going on and on, I was like, God, this show is fucking miserable.
Yeah. I remember watching the trailer for this one, and I was definitely interested to see where it was gonna go. So I mean, I went in with just kind of not too big of expectations. I thought it was just gonna be solid. And so far it's been, I'm enjoying it.
I went in with expectations of it being like a mid-tier to good romance anime. And like for all the stupid shit that happens, I'm all for stupidity in anime. Like, I mean, look at how much stupid shit JJK does, but they do it well where it's funny. Some of the stupid shit in this just completely breaks the world for me. And like, I know we're not supposed to take this anime seriously, but I take like stuff like that seriously when I watch a show. Like in episode 2 when he knocks out the demon princess or whatever her name is,
Mhm.
and she's laying there, and the interviewer just walks up and it's like she's laying there dead on the floor, and they just interview them, and then they cut and they just don't arrest her. What the fuck? Why didn't they arrest her? She's laying there dead on the floor. Arrest this bitch. What are you
Yeah,
doing?
I don't understand the dynamic between like the Power Rangers and the evildoers, and
Yeah,
the one like the Ursaring dude that just keeps getting fucking blasting off again, and then he
yeah,
just comes back. He's like, "This time I'm gonna do it. This time I'm gonna do
Yeah.
it." Dude, it's
and
fucking
like
Team Rocket. Come on.
the news people are like, oh, the literal balance of the world is at stake. Like the world is gonna end if our Power Rangers lose. The Power Rangers win, and they just let the bad guys go. It's like, oh, never. Good
Yeah,
try.
because they're
Try again next week.
yeah, because
What
you
the
know
fuck?
you just got to keep pushing them down until they stop getting back up.
That's like doesn't make any sense, man.
I mean, where
And then,
like what
and
prison
then,
would you bring them though? You know, their whole shtick is like to spread negativity. So like, imagine that festering in like a prison.
it's better festering in a prison where they can't escape than festering in public where they can do harm to people.
Yeah, but that's why
Excuse
you have
me?
the gelato force to stop them.
That's fucking stupid. And then too, like I have no idea why this girl who is this sweetheart likes playing with her cat, likes doing her nails, likes doing all this girly
Mhm.
shit. She's a fucking bloodthirsty demon princess. It's like, excuse me, just quit the organization, girl. Like you obviously don't want to be evil.
Yeah.
Well,
So what's her
I know
name?
nothing about
Asumi.
I know nothing about how the show ends. And remind me, did any of us already watch this before
No,
talking about it?
I think this
brand
is
new.
the
Everybody?
first
Okay.
anime
I
we
wish I had
all
So-
a
are
different
watching
excuse to
new.
watch it again.
Yeah, so I guess, jumping ahead, and I guess we'll still have to recap the episodes or whatever, but jumping ahead, that after what happens in the 4th episode, I think that more of that is going to happen with other characters, and I would like to see it eventually come to pass that like they don't have to hide their relationship anymore, and maybe that does happen. Like maybe she just stops being a villain at some point. I think
I
that
really hope they come up
makes
with
sense,
an
but maybe
episode
not.
where they explain like why she went with the Gecko organization.
Yeah.
Because right now it seems like her motivation is just to be bad, which I mean,
Yeah.
I'm willing to accept because I mean, this world's already like silly enough as it is, so just being bad to be bad, or maybe she's just joined them to live free in the dorms or something like that to get through school. That could be the reason too. But I just want some motivation or something with the next couple episodes.
I get there's like there's a lot of different things going on in each episode, like of this episode. It's like you have you have the story development, the character development, right? You have action with the Power Rangers. You have like the cutesy feelings, the shit between the two MCs. But you also have like a fucking sexualized fan service like constantly going on there. I'll give it to them. It goes with both genders, which you don't really see because they do crotch shots
That's what I was
for the
saying
guys
too.
and
Yeah.
ab shots for the guys. So I mean,
Yep.
good job, I guess. And just like trying to be funny. It's a lot of things I think going on, and it doesn't really sit well with me. But here we are. So
So wait, what did you mean by a lot of stuff going on? Because to me, everything seems very formulaic, even though I said that word wrong.
formulated.
Yeah, it seems like kind of like it reminds me of like a Pokemon episode where you have like
Yeah.
the initial like scene, and then you have Team Rocket show up, and then they blast off, and then they continue their adventure. That's kind of how it is. It's like Gelato or Gecko's squad shows up, Gelato stops them, or mid fight, the Sumi and Fudo go talk with one another. And then
Yeah.
something happens where they have to like hide or pretend to fight, and then everything just goes back to normal.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's just very confusing to me trying to follow everything that's happening because you have all those components to the show, like
Well,
the humor, the all those other things that I mentioned, and specifically, I guess just look at how it's trying to be a cute romance, but then they also like hypersexualize the characters. So like,
This
it's
is
supposed to be. It's
anime
supposed to be.
for
I
it.
know it's anime, but like, is it supposed to be like cute and innocent and like first time falling in love? Like this girl is constantly looked at as the evil, like the worst girl ever, whatever. Like on the bad side, or is she like this cute girl that like girly girl or whatever?
Yeah, she's just a
And
misunderstood teenager.
yeah, so I don't know. It's just
The best of all the worlds. She's
I guess
sweet
I
and
mean
innocent,
it's
but also she's hot, but also she's bad.
Bro, this show
it's
is
a
so
random
hard.
show. Like it's just
I
supposed to be random. I get it. It's just confusing to me because of all those things.
It's,
So
I would totally agree with what you were saying, Trav, in terms of like the first 3 episodes. I think it was very formulaic, like you said, like it's a little bit of the two of them talking, they have to fight, they talk a little bit more, and then the episode's basically done. I think that I mean, I don't know if the plan is to do a episode by episode recap of this episode, but
Of this
in the
episode.
4th episode, I feel like that's when the formula gets broken for the first time. Like there's a little bit of it at the beginning, but then obviously when Pink Ranger finds out that they're in love, and then they have to kind of try and like figure out what happens now, and we get some of the backstory of how like she's connected to the Reaper Princess, and like all of that goes down. I think that I'm at least hoping that we get a little bit more of that, and there's, I guess, more to the show than just we're in love, we have to fight so we can get together and then hang out for a little bit and then the episode's over.
That should also piss me off. Motherfuckers, why don't you just go on a date? No one knows who she is. Dude can just be like, oh yeah, she's my girlfriend I met at school. The
Yeah,
fuck?
but like you already
Just
know
go
the
to the
media is
amusement-
just the paparazzi's go like, oh shit, Fudo, what's up? Red Ranger going out with this guy.
But that's the thing is, like, they already went on their like fitness date in disguises. So put on the disguises again
Yeah.
and go to the amusement park. Why is it that she has to like coordinate the villains attacking the amusement park for them to go on a date at the amusement park? Just go there.
Just go on a fucking date. It's not hard. And like the show, so going back to the episode Josh was talking about with Pink Ranger, I hated that episode. I was like, okay, this show is already a cheesy, generic romance anime. And then I was like, oh great, now it's a fucking harem too. Because Pink Ranger is in love with Fuya too. So now Yellow Ranger is going to be in love with Fuya too. We're going to meet another girl that's in love with Fuya too. It's like fucking shit. I hate
and
this.
Pistachio's gonna be like,
Pistachio's going to be in love with Fuya too.
you have to make your own decisions in life, but choose me.
Yeah, I was like, right. So now it's a generic romance
you
anime and a harem.
You have all these other flavors of gelato, but none of them let you bite on this nut.
I'm surprised you didn't complain about the pink gelato member having a connection with the Reaper princess and Fudo. Like, she loves Fudo, but then also has a ton of respect for Decimi because she saved her. Like, what are the
Why
odds?
would that be an issue?
Like what are the fucking
but, like,
odds that the one girl that saved her like happens to be the main girl in the story too?
That's the problems I was having with her character in general. It's like, is she a good guy that wants to save people, or is she a bad guy that wants to beat people's heads in with a fucking flail?
Yeah.
It's like,
And hopefully
we'll get
it. Yeah, hopefully we'll get explanation of that, because it definitely seems like she is more of a good person. That's just where she's working or who she's with. But I guess we'll have to wait and see.
But her character was the only character I enjoyed in the show. I think Fuya's an idiot. I cannot stand him.
Yeah. Let me explain.
I hate him.
This is a date where two people get together
like
and do stuff that they like.
I think that's a narrator. That's not Fuda.
No, that's him.
That's his voice. That's his voice actor.
I thought that was like a separate narrator.
No, that's him narrating.
It could be for the sub, but not the dub.
But I liked her character until episode 3, when they had that whole super deep romantic scene about her being jealous, and I was like, I want to fucking shoot myself. She's like, ugh. And then she was like, I will only love you and only you for the rest of my life. It's like, bitch, you guys have known each other for fucking 3 weeks.
Yeah.
What is going on?
You're in high school.
This is your first girlfriend, dude. Calm down.
Well,
She's gonna, like, you guys are gonna fucking break up in a year.
Yeah, they don't. Well, yeah, that's just the thing about high schoolers. They don't know.
High school, young love.
They imagine that's like going to be forever, and there's not going to be any complications with that.
No, but she pissed me
Reality
off.
check subscribers, it's not.
Yeah, love isn't real.
That's not what I was saying.
Your dreams will not come true.
No, but she pissed me off in episode 3. She was like, "Oh, there's Fuyo. He's sitting at a cafe with another girl. Fuck this! I'm gonna kill him next time I see him."
Well, it wasn't like the generic jealousy, right? It was like, sure, it was the jealousy, but like she was just like, you know what? This awesome guy that I love, I don't want him to be with me because he deserves better than a member of this evil agency. Why does he have to risk his entire life and his career and stuff just on me? Like he deserves a better life.
I think it was more a jealousy coming from him being able to do things in public, something as simple as just going to a coffee shop when he can't do that with her because of the fear of them being seen together.
Yeah, like the jealousy was there, and she was also upset because it was awakening. Like, this is kind of weird. It was like she was like, it's awakening emotions in me that I've never felt before. But it's like, you guys fell in love like the first episode. Like, what's happening? Like, you're obviously capable of different emotions aside from just loving your cat that talks or has its own inner monologue.
That
was funny as hell, dude. That was probably my favorite part of the last 4 episodes.
It had like a whole 5-minute inner monologue, dude.
I wonder I wonder why my human is acting like this. Pfft, bitch, I know why. Flicks the mirror out of the way. I swear, if this other human upsets my human at all, there will be hell to pay. It's like, damn, cat, you're loyal.
So question, was that the part that had you on the floor in tears, Mitch? Or
Oh,
what
no.
part was it? What part was it? Because I'm curious.
What episode did they go on their date? Was it episode 2?
Which one?
That was when they did the like athletic date. And,
Yeah,
like,
the disaster date.
So,
yeah, that was.
Was it the part where he was running around and she wasn't even there?
No. So
That shit was funny.
It was after she left, and he was like all freaking out looking for her. She eventually came back with the drinks, and she was just talking. She was having like a monologue, staring off in distance. Dude was just like, the entire time she was talking, he was just like, for like 5 minutes, they didn't cut. He was just like staring at her. I was like, bro, fucking Blake, do something, guy. What are you doing? I was like, I didn't even listen to the conversation. I was laughing so hard. I was like, bro, blink, breathe, do something. You're gonna pass out, my guy.
I'm not even sure this is a human anymore. Blink, motherfucker.
Like, it was either intentionally they did that to show how nervous he was, or they just got lazy, or they lost budget on animation. They couldn't animate him.
Well, I think that was. There's no way. This show's animation is pretty good. I think. Was that after he like received like the awful news that his date was a complete train wreck?
Yeah.
So, he was just stone faced.
No, but she was explaining how much he was enjoying the date, and he was just like,
oh, yeah, probably just like out of shock or whatever. I don't know.
I was fucking in tears laughing, bro.
You know, something that I don't think we talked about was like the intro and the outro to the show.
They're good.
Yeah. Okay. So I said in our chat that the very beginning of the intro reminded me of the first outro for JJK. Nobody said anything in the chat. Did anybody else hear it, or was it just me?
I didn't hear it. I was annoyed.
Like the Paradise one.
Listen to it again. Yeah. Like the I don't know. It's the same.
To me, it sounded like the.
I hate like the childish screaming and like singing in the background.
Okay, the part that sounds familiar is just like the first like 5 or 10 seconds or whatever. The rest of it does not sound like the JJK outro, but it's just like the horns at the beginning. Just try and let's do it again and just tell me if you hear it, because I hear it and I can't unhear it. I heard it right away the first episode. And I freaked out.
I mean,
nobody said anything, and I was like,
what I remember is that it starts off like kind of the generic cutesy kind of anime intro, and then it just goes like, like full like freestyle or whatever. I don't really know how
Yeah,
to
like
put
the
it.
middle part of it is fine. The beginning and end of it, I don't like at all.
I will say it is way better than Megaloboxes. I was glad to have listened
It
to an
doesn't take
intro
much.
that I enjoyed.
Yeah, it doesn't take much
I
for it to be better than Megalobox.
I like the outro a bit more though.
I like the intro because the intro, I mean, it's the same band. If you ever watched what the fuck's it called? Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid.
I've
It's the
seen
same.
clips. Yeah.
Heard of it. I've
It's,
heard
it's,
of it.
it's
Yeah.
the same band that does both their openings. So
Mhm.
it's the same exact vibe, same exact like
I
style.
probably listened to it before.
And again, kind of like what we've been talking about, I think that the intro fits the whole, cutesy romance, pretty silly, not to be taken too incredibly seriously tone of the show itself.
Mm-hmm. The outro is pretty good, I think.
Yeah, I enjoyed them.
Were you guys watching past the outro?
Yeah.
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 Okay. Good.
Um,
That way
and
we didn't miss
especially
anything.
especially if you didn't watch after the outro of episode 4, you really should, because that kind of like puts a nice little bow on all of like the story and everything that's revealed in that episode.
Well, I guess I don't remember what happened in episode 4 because
It was like
I remember it was important in episode 3 because that's when like the pink gelato member found the photo of Fudo and Decimi on the ride together. That's what that if you didn't watch that, you would have no idea what the hell she's talking about in episode 4.
Yeah. The episode 4 was where Pink Gelato confronted Death Reaper Princess, and
Bro,
and
look,
like the end, like the
Reaper
very end,
princess.
he's like, yeah, I don't fucking know her name.
look at
He
this
pulled
dude.
up the picture,
Look
probably
at
the
this
still
dude.
frame.
She's like having this whole deep monologue, and
Oh,
this dude's just like, oh, look at this girl. Girl.
Yeah, dude.
So cute.
Remember, even the first episode, she was telling him to like stop staring, and he was like, "I can't. You're so cute."
Yeah, that was like
And then it's like literally 20 seconds later, he's still fucking staring at her.
Yeah,
Like,
he doesn't
bro,
want to.
open your
He doesn't
eyes,
want to
man.
miss a moment.
Hey man, this is a mission failed successfully situation, and he's just baffled that it worked.
I cringed so hard when he opened up that backpack and it was just fucking full of protein bars. I'm
Right,
like,
you said, what were you expecting to be in there?
Yeah, I know, man.
Sandwich or something.
And I cringed
Brought
even
like
An actual picnic.
some
it was
gelato.
like so,
hitchhiker's backpack.
it was like so poetic too, where he was like, okay, she went to the bathroom and he's like, yeah, I can't wait to go to like
This is
the
going
observatory or some shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, why did you
Human
fucking
anatomy.
start
I'm
with that?
fucking killing this date, bro. I'm killing this shit.
I was face
Yeah,
palming
what's
so
up?
hard. They're at the fucking
Yeah, you're fucking
gym.
this date up, bro. What?
Yeah.
Yeah, everything you
But
did today was not the right call, bro. You fucked it up.
So I think that after the outro of episode 4, it's basically just a tongue-in-cheek Pink Ranger goes up to Desimi and says, I'm really rooting for you guys. And then just in Desimi's ear, she's like, but if you're not careful, I'm going to steal them away from you.
Oh,
it's
that
but
was
then-
that was in
But then
the
she
that was
says,
in the
but she
that was in the
says,
outro,
she
I
says,
remember that.
I'll keep your secret. I'm not going to tell anybody. You guys are safe. You don't have to worry. I'm not going to tell anybody. I'm not going to spill the beans at all.
By the way, this is kind of off topic from what we were talking about, but did any of you catch what Desme's like first name is?
No.
It's fucking Madara. I was like, holy shit, Madara Uchiha come reincarnated into this fucking girl, bro.
Yeah.
Her name's Madara
I don't get that.
You don't know.
Like, Madara
Maybe in
Uchiha,
episode 7 she does like a complete flip and starts stealing all the tailed beasts.
Madara's a badass villain from Naruto. Josh.
Gotcha.
So
Just like
Still working on
Desmi
that.
is in this show, right?
yeah,
Right,
totally.
Mitch? Right? Same level?
I know exactly what's gonna happen. She's gonna like Josh said, she's gonna like one by one, all the gelatos are gonna find out about her, and then she's eventually gonna leave the Gecko Society. One or two things: she's gonna leave the Gecko Society and become like the Black Gelato, or the Gecko,
that'd be awesome.
or the Gecko Society will become good guys.
Yeah,
Or-
I think that a lot of the Gecko Society looked really cool, and then I just saw the Pokemon Professor from Pokemon Scarlet, and I was like, oh hey,
Yeah,
Mitch knows what I'm talking about. There was like a prehistoric, like it was like the Beast Princess or whatever, and I was like, that's the professor from Pokemon Scarlet, right there. We found her.
Fudo just loses his job, gets onto a drinking habit, and then starts to gamble all his money away in Vegas.
Poor investments, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is he still in high school when that happens, or is he not?
Well, of course, you can't have a midlife crisis outside of school. Come on.
Yeah, but you could be a fucking Power Ranger and all this shit.
Absolutely.
It's a gelato.
I guess
Force
he could be a strawberry ice cream.
Gelato 5, bro.
Yeah, he'll work. Yeah, he'll work at some sort of soft serve place. Yeah. You want strawberry? I remember when I was strawberry. Dude, can I have my cone? Cones. Just like Desime's hood. They were cone shaped. It's like, Jesus, bro.
Okay, can we talk about
I'll just have a soda instead.
Since I don't think we're going to go episode by episode, we're just kind of just throwing ideas out, which I like this format for this kind of anime because it's kind of just random.
All right, so to talk about episode 1, it starts off with them holding hands.
Yeah, the episode where fucking Fuya infiltrates their base, right?
Dude, I wish they would have shown that more, man.
I already know what scene you're going to talk about. The locker?
Yes, dude.
I know.
What the fuck was that? Okay, he's like, oh, I can't breathe.
Close.
He's like, I can't breathe. Something's covering my mouth. Let me remove it. And he takes off her fucking bra, but then she's like fucking 4 inches shorter than him, and her boobs are nowhere near his face. Bitch,
no, it was hanging on the hanger.
Oh,
yeah, it was already in there.
No, it was just hanging.
I thought he removed her bra. Okay.
No.
Never mind.
No, but I thought you were going to be more annoyed after the fact, after he picked up the bra, like, what's this shit? And then she just completely drop kicks him, knocking him out of the locker and knocking out the bear.
I'm not annoyed by that. That's just anime, right? That's just romance anime. When the guy sees the girl's under, she's going to beat the shit out of him. So, that's just anime.
Yes.
So it's okay when Yato gets kicked.
Lewd.
No, it's not okay when Yato gets kicked because Yato never saw Hiyori's bra, dude. Yato just gets unfairly beat.
Yeah.
I mean, in fucking episode 5, they take his vase that he's really passionate about, they break it in front of him, and then they laugh at him. Fucking bullies,
and
man.
He paid a fuck ton of money for it. And they're like, you're an idiot. You're an idiot.
Fuck this vase, you loser. And they slam it. He's like,
try and sell it to somebody else to get some of the money back.
Justice for Yato, bro.
Yeah, there's no true justice in this episode, though, of this episode. Because this world is in shambles with their justice system. They rely heavily on the gelatos.
Yeah, I think one of the gelatos might be the flavor of justice, but I forget which one it is. It might just be Fuda, I don't know.
Yeah, isn't it strawberry?
I think so. Him
and his action pose.
The blue one is courage. The green one is peace. The pink one is love, and I forget what the yellow one is for.
We're gonna make you frostbitten, or something like that,
bro.
Yeah, but I like that they all had like different weapons, and that the green gelato was just like fighting with his fists. I thought it was pretty sick.
It blows my mind when I watch anime like this. That I'm like, or read manga like this. I'm like, someone made this manga, and it's in the same medium as something like fucking Berserk, dude. Like, it's the same thing as Berserk. Like, what the fuck, man?
Yeah.
Two completely polar opposite things are in the same medium. It's like, how does that even happen?
Yeah.
Yeah. And
it's fair.
I'm sure this show has made a good amount of money.
It's like how there's like the Teen Titans Go or whatever that I know everybody trashed on, but then you have like Gravity Falls where it's like there are moments in Gravity Falls where it's supremely dark and fucked up, even at that I think that's fucked up, and that's like a quote unquote kids show. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Well, if you think about it, we had like Courage, Calorie Dog.
Yeah,
exactly.
And that gave me nightmares.
And then where they just taught us how to be fucking con artists.
Yes, scam artists for jawbreakers that aren't even good. Not a very hot take there. And they're not as big as your head.
Or we had Johnny Bravo, which literally just taught us how to be organizers.
Oh, mama.
Yeah. Oh, why are you there, mama?
Oh,
We had some questionable TV when we were growing up.
And then the
at least it was
Powerpuff Girls with like the one like secretary lady. All we saw was like her thick thighs.
that's all we needed. And she was ginger too.
Thank you, Josh, for your contribution to society.
Happy to be here. Happy to increase the representation of this podcast.
What did you guys think of the big baddie? Is that like her
I
dad?
was
Like
no,
the Lost Man?
no way.
There could be
No
some maybe it's not a familial relation, but that could be the key as to why she's part of the group. Is it could be that like she owes him, or like it could be something like, you know, my parents died and like he took me in or some bullshit like that. Maybe.
I don't want that to be true, because with giving how consistently silly this show is, I would just rather be the explanation being like, oh, I just needed rent money, so I became a villain. I feel like that would fit more with this story than having like a deeper like family tree.
Oh, what would you do if like episode 7, this fucking show just takes a dark turn and you find out that Decime's mom and dad were killed in a horrible accident and she has to like force herself to be
What
a
if she
bad
was
guy?
faking it the whole time and then stabs Fudo in the chest?
Yeah.
My
Yeah, she's doing
strawberry jam.
like the main baddie's telling her to get close to Fuya so they can just so she can betray him at the end. She
Dude,
just
I
kills
would
him.
lose my shit.
Yeah,
that would be
I'd lose my
awesome. But I 100% doubt
Insane.
that's gonna happen. Sadly.
Yeah. I think that whatever like big monster looking
Yusuf,
thing made out of the neck.
You're muted, by the way. I don't know if you know that.
No, he's fucking
he's
chowing
eating.
down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I think whatever like that big
And some
baddie
gelato
monster
on the side.
Yep.
that we see in the intro is gonna probably pop up by the end of the season, and I assume they're gonna fight it, and that's when I assume, and I would like to see it be that like all the gelato are fighting it, and maybe at first Desmi is fighting against them, but that in the end she ends up fighting with them to stop it. And I actually didn't like think of that until you said it, but that would be badass because like the Black Ranger was a thing in Power Rangers, so that would be really fucking awesome if all of a sudden she became one of the members or whatever. Then they'd have to change the name from Gelato 5, but like we'll get there when we get there.
She's 100% gonna join the group. Like
that'd be
Ranger,
fantastic.
Yeah, it's 100%.
I was just glad that they took the time to explain the whole Gecko organization's like motivation for doing bad stuff. Like they're not just bad guys to be bad guys. They're being bad, so their entire purpose is that they feed off people's negative emotions and then they create monsters off of that. And the reason they create monsters is because, oh, they're bad guys. Fuck.
Yeah.
Exactly. Way to go in a circle there, Trav.
It's like I thought of that in my head. No, but yeah, they're just bad guys to be bad guys. And, you know, we'll probably get to experience more scenes with like the Beast Princess and Steel Princess. I think those were the other two. Everyone else is just kind of fodder, I guess.
But as much as they are like
good use.
Sorry.
You got really excited there. Talk about Beast Princess.
Yeah. So I remember Mitch saying the part that actually made him like geek out and he just couldn't stop laughing. That actually happened to me when they were having the meeting. And they went to that one princess that just like was like buzzing and like couldn't fucking talk. They're like, Jesus Christ, spit it out.
The fire princess or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What the heck? I loved it when they went through like 4 different princesses, and then eventually the head honcho was like, all right, does anyone have anything to add to this conversation? Please. I need one rational idea. And then Reaper Princess Destiny just started listing off dating spots.
As we were I was just gonna say that for as bad as like the news people were saying, like how you were saying that it's like, oh, the greatest calamity in the world, and like this is such big stakes, yada yada yada. I think it's in episode 2 that like they get called to fight Desmi and the bear guy, Ursaring, and like if you listen, the people who are like screaming for help in the background, it's literally just, oh no, help, oh no. So I don't think that like they're actually like
be,
out to
bro.
even
Actually,
like
like,
harm
fear
anybody.
them.
I think literally they are just there. They go somewhere so that they can fight Gelato 5. They don't even necessarily go there to like hurt people. They just show up so they can fight them.
Yeah.
It's like oh, the fate of the world's at stake. Let's send in 2 high schoolers and a bunch of young adults that don't have superpowers. They're just gonna wear tight spandex and punch and kick people.
What?
They
They
have
have the
really cool
power of the
swords and
weapons.
guns.
Yeah, man.
And Fudo works out a lot. Like
A
a lot.
lot.
Like he even wrote a
Yeah.
book about it.
Dude, it was
Drew pictures too himself.
Yeah.
Yep.
Gave some protein powder to a little girl.
he's like
That's
Saitama.
a high school. Fuck that. Not as well. You know. Yeah, they're both comparable to a piece of wood, I guess. So,
Both trash ass protagonists.
Yeah, that's why I like probably Destiny the most, because it seems like she's the only one that goes through any
My
change.
favorite character is the Yellow Ranger because she's the only relatable one. Getting drunk, hanging out,
Same.
time.
Yeah.
Dude. She's. I don't want to hang out with her. She's the.
Yeah, she's definitely the lead one of the group, especially in like the opening.
Yeah,
She's my favorite character.
I think my
Same.
I don't know if she's my favorite, but the one that I pay attention to the most when something involves her is the pink one, because I feel like we learn a lot more about her than the other Rangers.
Yeah.
At least like because we got like that history, the history lesson, and she does more with the MCs. So.
Well, for now, I think what Josh said is going to happen. I think like Pink Ranger got 1 episode, then Yellow will get 1, then Green will get 1, then Blue will get 1, and then they'll all eventually find out.
Sure.
Is it bad that I really don't
they
care
might
about the
not-
rest of the Gelato members?
I don't care about any character in the show.
Yeah.
The intro,
maybe
like,
maybe
the
you
very
will
first
by the
time,
end.
the very first time we were introduced to the blue gelato, he was like flirting with
Sexually
some
harassed
underage girl, and then
Womanizer.
she like, I don't know who punches the shit out of him. He's like, she wants me so bad.
Wasn't he flirting with Yellow?
No,
I don't think so. I think it
No.
was
It was
just
like some
some
random
girl.
worker.
It wasn't the yellow one or the pink one. It was just some girl that was
It was
there.
a staff member, I guess, and
Yeah.
then
Maybe.
she slaps him, and then he slides down the wall like,
She
"You know how much she wants for that."
Yeah. I don't know. I'm hoping that it's not gonna be, as much as I defended it earlier of like there being a connection between Desmi and the Pink Ranger. I hope that it's not now like some convoluted connection between all of the Rangers
It
and
will
her or Fuda or something like that.
It will be.
But I do hope that each one gets an episode or half an episode for us to learn more about them so that we actually do care, because you're right that like right now we don't really give a shit,
Oh.
but it would be nice
Well,
if we did.
It wouldn't surprise me too much because they hype up Fuda so much, or Fudo so much. Like every time he does something, like he washes his hands twice or some shit, they're like, "What a true symbol of justice and heroism!
A leader.
He does
Such a
nothing
great figure
wrong.
for leaders. Yeah,
He can
an
commit no
inspiration
sin."
to the team.
No, they all 4 of the other Gelato members are 100% going to have something to do with Desme. They're going to be like, because no one knows who Reaper Princess is, but they're all going to see Desme. They're going to be like, "Oh shit, you're that girl that helped me with my home. You're that girl that saved my cat. You're the girl I piped on Wednesday." And Fuda's going to be like, "What?"
Hello, Siri. You know how to answer questions, right? What does he mean by pipe? You can tell me that, right?
That scene was random as hell.
I
He's
found,
like reading the book.
I found a bunch of different pipe models at your local Home Depot. Boom, 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 boom.
He's gonna
boom.
he's gonna have to use gaggle for that instead.
Yeah.
Dude, I forgot what part it was. Maybe it was
Gaggle.
the part where he was running after her after their date. And he was like, "I promise to do more research and never forget about the stuff I learned." I'm like, research about what? How to be a human being, a normal person?
Yeah.
It's like, damn, this guy's...
That's how
that's
dates
his
work.
that's his whole shtick, though. He's very oblivious to normal
I hate
teenage
it.
stuff.
Would he classify as a himbo then? I don't even know. Am I using that word right?
What?
Just like just an attractive dumb guy.
Fucking Simba? What?
No.
I've never heard. I don't think I've heard that before.
Okay,
Yeah,
I
you're
guess
the
I'm the only one
fucking
who's heard
Lion
this
King,
word
dude.
before.
Face.
Okay.
Fucking hippo, bro.
It's a word. Okay, it's a word, guys.
Houston was off camera eating, and Jocelyn was like, "What?
What does bitch say?"
Oh my god!
You could tell it was funny for Yusuf because you could see his forehead vein.
I've never heard of himbo before in my life, dude.
Yeah, apparently it just is a word given to like dumb, attractive man.
The bitch is out there.
Oh shit.
It's like fucking. Ugh.
Fucking powering the brain right now.
There you go.
Is that your gelato name?
You could be the
I'm brain gelato.
Well, I think I'll answer my own question and say yes, because he's oblivious and dumb, but also very sweet or whatever. So there you go. You
It
learned
was just-
something new
well,
today, guys.
I guess
You're
we should,
welcome.
I mean, quickly explain how these two fell in love. Fudo saw her once, and then
Yeah.
she was like, "Hey, you got some good moves, G." And he was like, "Okani
Girl,
nai,
talk to
amuni nai, omoide da." And then, sure enough, he like, yeah, and then he's just like, "Why do I feel this way?" at HQ and stuff. And then here you have the, generic professor, little chunky with the mustache. He walks in, he's like, "Hey, don't let your dreams be dreams. I'm gonna go fuck up some croissants, but you go tell this woman you love her, I don't care who she is. I don't know anything about her or her position, nor will I ask.
Yeah, that's.
But get your ass moving and go say hi or confess your feelings to her."
They did that twice. One of my least favorite tropes in all of media is one was when they did it with Fuda, and it's actually important. The other one was it's just not important. But it's when a character has something or wants to tell another character something, and they're like they keep getting interrupted, and they keep getting interrupted, and he's like, "But I have this, but," and then they just walk away. It's like, bitch, listen to the guy. Holy shit! Just listen to him for 5 seconds.
What was the other time?
When Desme had her makeup bag, and the bear was like, "Oh, what do you have in there?" Like some, and she's like, "No,
it makes sense with her. Like everyone views the Reaper Princess as the baddest of the bad. Like that's all
I was
shtick
like,
in
no,
the Gecko Corp.
That time pissed me off. I was like, bro, she's literally trying to tell you what's inside the bag, and you keep interrupting her. Let her fucking tell you what's in the bag, man.
Mitch, it's a bear. It's a dumb fucking
He's
bear.
Got a point. He's got a point.
It's Mega Ursa Ring, bro.
Yeah,
for real. The fucking cannons, dude.
So then,
he destroys his own base.
Yeah.
And then he punches it.
So then,
what if we put Blastoise's cannons on an Ursa Ring?
Invites the Reaper Princess out to a secluded location, and he confesses to her. And she takes it the wrong way at first, but then eventually, after a little Instagram stalking.
Yeah, he's like, "No, it's okay. I know so much about you from stalking you on social media.
I know
you can trust me.
You've ever done and everything you like and everywhere you've ever been." She's like, "How the fuck do you know that?" "Oh, I just stalked you on Facebook for a little bit."
I was
Know how
on
to
Instagram. Yeah. Well, he was on his computer.
Exactly.
At his mom's place. That.
Okay.
Yeah.
Search history be looking kind of sus.
Dude.
This guy knows how to use computer, but doesn't know how to use a phone.
Yep.
Hey, that's Fudo for you. He's only done when
He's oblivious.
when it helps the plot, I guess.
Mm.
Because without him asking Siri, the yellow gelato and the pink gelato wouldn't have Geludo Bros.
Geludo Bro.
Jellos. They wouldn't have never gone to the park then to stalk Fudo. So If the plot demands it, Fudo will be a dipshit. Granted, he'll be a dipshit regardless, but
I find it funny how we're talking about like all this like stuff like foreshadowing and like predictions for this show. It's like none of this shit matters. The show is so random, so fucking bullshit.
we gotta make it
Maybe
like
we'll
10
be
more.
right.
We gotta make it 10 more minutes.
Yeah, maybe we'll be right.
No, we're not gonna be right. We're talking about like all these deep interlying themes of the show. None of this matters, man.
Like I said though, like
Does
episode
anything
4
truly
was
matter?
the first time where it actually was like not just like the same thing the first 3 episodes were.
Dude, just wait. Joke's on us. They're actually working on fucking season 2 for this shit.
Yeah, it's gonna be like a 10 season show.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Now we're
It's
in.
like,
I'm
like
in.
how long the manga is.
Nope, I'm not in. Nope.
It's like we unlock the fucking DLC Rangers. DLC gelato.
I
A
would
special sale. Get your fucking purple gelato. Fucking grape flavored bitch ass here.
No, it'd be a
Yeah.
fucking plum or some shit.
I would vote for the opposite.
Or, you know, grape medicine or some shit. You already have soda and fucking pistachio.
Fucking Baja Blast is back.
Why? Yeah, fucking Bob.
For limited
Blast.
time only though.
Mitch, why would you want to drop this show? It's very inspiring.
Because I'm sick and tired of watching shows. One that I've already watched. That's why I'm so excited for Megalobox. I'm excited for it. But like, the next Attack on Titan, the only show. So we watched what Cromartie High School, Noragami, and JJK after Attack on Titan, right?
Sure.
I'm sick and tired of watching shows I've already watched or shows I fucking hate. And this show is going on the path of
Why do you hate Jujutsu Kaisen, bro? That's fucked up.
I don't. I've already watched it.
Oh,
like,
Noragami, I get it. You hated that show.
I did. He hate my rewatch, yes, and I've already watched it, so that was miserable. But like, I don't want to get ready for the podcast and be like, fuck, I don't want to do this anymore. I want to be like, yes, I'm excited for talk about this shit. But this fucking show, I was sitting there, I was like, God, we have 2 more weeks of it.
No.
Dude.
Well, maybe it'll turn around. Maybe you'll find something you like more.
I actually fell asleep to this show. Like, I did not fall asleep to Cromartie. I actually fell asleep when I was watching.
How did you not fall asleep to Cromartie, bro?
I don't.
We were watching
Cromartie doesn't give you a chance.
I was watching Cromartie dubbed, and I was actually doing other shit. But this one, it didn't fucking matter.
We were watching Cromartie, and I fell asleep for like 5 episodes, and I'm not even. Doesn't matter. It doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah, Chad's gonna spend the whole time trying to salvage it.
Yeah.
I mean, so far good. So,
I mean, okay.
Try again.
Goodbye. Skeeber and Eber.
We broke the streamer.
Maya, Maya, who?
I need a fucking Twix bar.
Yeah. Where is it?
Oh. Try again, Trev.
Oh,
so
shit,
far so good.
You finally ate it.
Wow. No, it's hidden behind the lamp.
In your fucking stomach.
We got the ghost face chilling up there.
Ghost face.
No. Yeah, so far so good though with this show. I think I'm really hoping they don't go back to their formula though again. Like I'm already a little sick of the whole like the bad guys appear, they go fuck off and do kissy eyes with each other, and then they beat it after the Gecko guys lose.
Oh, I thought you were gonna finish that sentence way differently.
What? Oh.
Bye, Yusuf.
Did I say something bad? I would just like to apologize to anyone that got offended, especially Yusuf, because he left. Oh, hi, Yusuf.
Hi, Yusuf.
But, bye, Yusuf. All right, do this for,
do
this for 6 more minutes.
Do this for 6
more minutes. Fun bit.
Yeah,
this is a fun bit.
Do it for 6 more minutes. No, but it's good. I mean, it's not like crazy good. It's just chill, I guess. Like my expectations are still low for it. I'm enjoying some scenes here and there, but I gotta say the dub definitely helps a lot. If I had to read this shit,
yeah, I would.
That would overtax my brain because I'm like in the chill mood watching the shit. Having the silly like dub voices over it definitely helps.
I watched all 4 subbed, and then I also watched the first 2 dubbed, and I didn't necessarily feel a strong
You rewatched?
preference either way. Yeah, because I like after Trav said that he really preferred it or whatever, I like you, I wanted to get a sense of what was different or whatever. Some of the lines are different just due to the translation or whatever. It's not, what they say isn't always exactly what the subtitles are or whatever.
Mhm.
But all in all, I thought it was pretty similar. I like the person who voices Desimi in the sub and the dub, they sound quite a bit different. But if you're into how it sounds in the dub, then awesome. I was not so much. I kind of preferred the person who voices her in the sub more. But I thought they were both good. I didn't think that it was like a huge difference, like one made it or break it.
Her voice in the dub kind of throws me off. It's like very, like I can't even do
It's
it.
incredibly high pitched and like over the top.
But
Well,
it's got like that.
that's
It's got,
anime. That's anime for you, but it's got like
Yeah.
that like weird little throat like
and that's
deepness kind
and
of.
that's the part of it I love because it
I'm
it
like,
fits
hi,
like
Miami. I can't do it, bro.
it's got
I
like a
can't.
wicked end
I
to
agree.
it. But
Try
that's
hard
what I
enough.
love about it.
But
You know.
I'm pretty sure her voice actor is the same voice actor that literally voices every female anime character ever, and her first role was Asuna. I'm pretty sure it's that same like Karami Lee or something, whatever her name is.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. She does like Lucy from
Yes,
Fairy
yes,
Tale.
she does every female protagonist ever.
Well,
I
it
want to
didn't feel
see.
generic to me this time. I'm sure I've heard her voice like everywhere then, but this one definitely sounded very nice.
No, I don't think it is a girl.
Then fake news. You all lied.
I did lie.
Live. Not cutting it out in
I
post.
didn't say
I didn't
anything.
watch it dubbed, so I'm going rolling with the punches here. Yeah, I watched it subbed. I feel like I still got the same value from it. Yeah, I maybe had to work a little bit harder. I had to fucking watch the 4th episode the next morning because I fell asleep after episode 3. But I don't know. I might watch the next group of episodes dubbed. I might watch them subbed. I might not watch them at all. So fucking who knows?
Yeah, so you could just eat on stream again.
Yes, exactly, dude.
Huh.
Eat your fucking
Fucking
gelato.
I'm min maxing right now.
But I guess that's. Is there anything else we want to mention at all?
We'll wait and see if anybody's opinions change for the better or the worse after the next 4 episodes. We'll just have to see.
I mean, if you're just looking for like kind of like a. Not like. What's the word I'm looking for? Like it's a solid like romance, you know?
Yeah, no, it's not.
It's solid. No, it's solid. Like there's
No.
worse shit. Like there's like bad like harems and shit out there.
Well,
It might get to that level, yes,
of
and that's
course.
what I'm nervous about. But at least these 4 like episodes have been mostly chill, and I think the animation's been pretty solid.
I don't think it'll get there. Just based on how it is. I do like the cutesy thing like going on between them. Like that kind of tugs at my heartstrings. That stuff I do like, but there's a lot of stuff I don't know. Hopefully the rest of the episodes turn that around for me. Well, fucking talk about harems, dude. Master of Ragnarok. That shit actually, like, there was a show I actually hated and did not want to watch, but I already started it, so I wanted to finish it. And I hope this show doesn't do that to me. So
It's not gonna get
Yeah,
bad.
I actually I thought about it, and I guess technically this isn't the first, I guess, quote unquote romance one that I watched, because I watched that first season of, it was like In Another World with my smartphone. That one.
Uh,
Yeah. And so that one was like, that is like definitively a harem. Like by the end of it, literally every single fucking girl was like, "Marry me," and I was just like,
I think that's
Jesus
what I'm
Christ.
talking about.
no, it's two separate anime that are basically the same thing, but they're both awful.
Yeah. So that one I think would be,
That
one
would
that we can say
that would
that
be
one that
characterized under an isekai.
yeah. So like that's an example of one that we can say is worse. You've
Yeah.
listed off ones that you feel like are better. I think that this is,
Well,
medium,
the
middle of the road or whatever.
in another world, my smartphone is not a. It's an
It's not
isekai.
Yeah,
what?
it's an isekai.
Not a romance. That it's an isekai. It's not a
Oh yeah,
romance.
yeah.
I don't know what that is.
It's where a
I'll just say,
real dude goes into a fake world,
different world. Like it's like
like Konosuba or Sword Art Online.
Okay.
So
Well,
that stuff.
then that doesn't count as a romance or whatever that I've already watched. But that I would say is very much like, by the end of it, that's like a fucking harem that he has.
That's
and
a
I
lot
don't
of
think
isekai
that this
though.
is gonna turn into that.
Like, don't get me wrong. There are obviously things that are worse than this.
Yeah.
But to say this is a good romance anime is way overstepping.
Huh?
Way overstepping. I said to say this is a good romance anime is way overstepping.
I'm saying it's solid. I can watch it. You know, it's not bad. It's not crazy. It's got its moments. I really haven't had like a super downside yet, and that's what I look for in shows. You know, how many down? Well, I guess the biggest downside for me so far was at the start, that whole like let me explain shit.
Yeah.
And they had to like explain that like I am Fudo, I'm the red gelato, and this is the evil Reaper Princess Decimi. We're both on two different sides of the same coin. Our relationship shouldn't be a thing. And then like halfway through the episode, they're just like, let me explain. I'm Fudo, the fucking blah blah blah.
I hate anime like this because it's just they don't have the time or the care to write good shit, so they just do lazy info dumps and exposition, and it's boring.
Yeah, but you watch this show not to get deep with it.
But I don't. That's what I was saying about my whole like thing. Like I want to watch something I care about on this podcast.
Well, you did not have
watching this
the
shit
choice.
Makes me not want to do this podcast. It's like, God, this fucking sucks. I hate this.
Well,
I want to watch something we can have deep conversations about.
Just think, you get a week off now.
Yeah, so audience, next time Mitch is going to do some more research, make sure he wants to watch the one that we all collectively choose together. But for this one, he's just going to power through on this.
It won't matter, because if you three fuckers are like, we're going to watch Cromartie again, and I'm like,
let's go!
I have no choice. It's a majority rule.
Subversion.
Democracy.
Let's watch the sub. Let's go. Let's review the manga. Fuck it. Let's go!
Like, I'll be sick. I'll be sick every other week for 5 weeks.
You'll just be me and Josh, and then eventually just
been working late,
talk about Cromartie for an hour.
Can't do it.
Just Trav by himself talking about it.
He's just here like, dab me up. Hey, bitch. He's actually just waiting for someone.
Please, someone show up. But I think that's everything we wanted to say so far about Love After World Domination. Take no prisoners, comrades. Right? All right.
Yeah.
So with that, we are going to be ending this episode of This Episode Podcast. So whoever hung out, thanks for hanging out. Mitch somewhat appreciated it. Yusuf's going to finish the rest of his gelato off, but we will be rolling the outro right now.
On the next episode of This Episode, Trav, Josh, Mitch, and Yusuf stay in the ring for round 2 as we talk about Megalobox episodes 7 through 13. Make sure you land your hits on the like, subscribe, and notification buttons in order to keep watching our fight. While you're at it, you can even watch it live at twitch.tv/DutchRead this Monday night. To keep cheering for us, you can follow our Spotify to listen to all of your favorite moments from us anytime you want. Alright now, show's about to start. It's time to prove who's the real deal.